Welcome back to the Bleghcast Reacts. I'm Matt.
And I'm Jeff.
And today we have Dance Gavin Dance Synergy. Dance Gavin Dance is actually a band that I know everybody's on board with, and I have just never bought a ticket to the train ride.
I feel you. I've been following them for years, over a decade.
Yeah.
Since their first album came out. And I always liked them, but I've never actually loved them. I'm always excited for when their new albums come out, and I always buy them, always listen to them all the way through, and there's usually maybe 3 or 4 songs that are really good, and then the rest are kind of just aren't
They don't hit you right.
Yeah, they don't hit me right. So overall, I would say I like Dance Gavin Dance.
Okay.
And then this is these guys have an amazing work ethic. I don't know how they come out with, they're all in other projects, and they have Will Swan, the guitarist, he has a label, and he does other side project bands, and they do live albums and touring and studio albums. And it's I don't know how they have enough time in the day to do all this. It's crazy. But quick note, remember that Idola band I mentioned? The singer for that band just joined Dance Gavin Dance.
Okay.
I don't know if he's in here or what role he's going to have, because I know he's a really great vocalist, but he also plays guitar, that style of guitar.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering what his role is going to be in the band. But that's, I heard that and I was like, oh my God, if we have singing vocal, harmonies and
yeah.
Yes, please.
All right.
So we're Synergy featuring Rob Damiani, who I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
who
know.
that is.
Either do I. I'm not good with names.
No. Well, let's go. Let's try it.
Let's go. All right. This is either going to be really poppy or really heavy.
They're not heavy anymore.
I know.
He has the craziest lyrics. If you look him up, they're crazy. There he is. Oh, he's on guitar. Okay. Very they have a very funky kind of poppy sound.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's got some definite funk.
A little bigger of a drum kit this time.
Yeah. Beware.
I hope they give, I think his name's Andrew. I hope they give him a vocal part. If they go on tour, they should sell those glasses, those crazy glasses.
Oh, yeah.
I would buy them. I heard platypus.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah. Man, the drummer has a nice beard.
Mm-hmm. The screamer's really developed and perfected his craft over the years. Because I remember the first album, it sounded much different. It was a shouty scream.
That was a good run.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Oh?
Uh-oh. They like to do that. They like to do like part 1, part 2
Music videos or songs?
songs, but I think they usually do music videos along with them because it tells a story.
Yeah.
Like a running theme on their albums has been like the robot with human hair. And I think there's like I want to say 3 or 4 parts, and then there's like a 2.5 or something.
Okay.
And then there's Death of the Robot with Human Hair, and then Son of Robot. You know, so it's like this whole story thing, and with those videos, it's like animated, things. But so you're not the biggest fan. Did this grab you at all, or did it?
It's like I said, great musicianship, clean vocals, heavy vocal. Like they're really good musicians. And I would listen to them if they were put on, but it's not something I just reach for, and I don't know why. Like I recognize that they are very talented people, and they have a hard work ethic because I know they just release a whole bunch of stuff all the time, but for whatever reason I just haven't jumped on the train with everybody else.
If you might like their earlier stuff, more, especially their first album, like they. Around their, I want to say like 5th or 6th. I think if this is off a new album, it might be number like 9 or 10 or something like that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But they kind of transitioned into this like funkier pop sound.
Yeah.
And kind of like maintained that over the last few albums. So each album of theirs prior to that really felt unique and different, and not that this isn't unique, that's just kind of like the sound that they stuck with for a while. But so like I was wondering what Andrew's role is, and so looks like he's going to be the new guitarist. And another thing that I really like about Dance Gavin Dance is if you pay attention to, you know, the guitar parts, most of the time they're never playing like the same thing. Like in the left ear, you'll hear some like chords, and then in the right ear, you'll hear Will Swan doing like the widdly diddly stuff, or they might trade it. Yeah, you know. So I really like admire being able to write like that, where it's almost like you're writing 2 different songs, kind of
all at the same time.
Yeah, and like putting them together. Yeah, like they'll be doing their own thing, and then maybe for the chorus they'll match up. Yeah, you know, I really like that kind of thing. But it sounds very similar to their, you know, their other stuff. Yeah. Really clean production. I like the guy who does it, Chris Crummett. I'm assuming they used him because they've used him for the past few records. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this is for me at least, this would be one of the bands to watch the music videos with the songs. I have a couple bands that are kind of like that, where for whatever reason they're catchy, but I'm not going to listen to them by themselves. I need to. Jeez. Yeah, thanks. I need some sort of other, like, I guess, visual stimulation to go
stimulation.
Excitement. Yeah. Something else.
Yeah, their videos are always like really entertaining, kind of goofy and just like weird. Just
I can get behind the vibe. It's
almost like a fever dream or something. Yeah. You know what else I just noticed at the beginning? Remember I started showing you Ozark. Yes. A couple months ago, and at the beginning of the episode, they show like 4 pictures what's going to be in the episode. Yeah, they did that with lottery thing. Yep. It was like a water drop, a gas can, and a rat. So yeah, it's kind of foreshadowing. That's kind of interesting. So I wonder what part 2 is going to be about.
Another dimension.
They do play around with that a lot, like especially in the robot videos.
Yeah.
They're always going through some kind of portal and like messing with time and redoing things over and over. And
okay.
Yeah, so they like to do that.
Cool.
But yeah, so that I always like typically the songs that I like the most are the singles that they put out.
Okay.
You know, their albums usually have a really good flow to them, but I think my favorites are always like the singles that they put out with like music videos and that type of thing. So
gotcha. Yeah. No, I thought it was very interesting.
yeah. And then I like this it's like an old looking commercial.
Yeah.
Late night TV commercial. But I don't know who this guy is. I might have to look him up. The guest singer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. So.
That's pretty much.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next React video.
Thank you.